Hello folks and welcome back to another Wise Game video. In this video we're playing BDO, which is Black Desert Online, and I'm going to go over in this video the basics when it comes to using the node system in the game. The node system in the game to me is one of the most intricate, interesting parts of this game. It's a real nice system once you understand it. It can be very confusing at first, but I've done a lot of research and I've been doing a lot of the node stuff myself, so I think I finally have a good grasp on how most of the things work in for the node system. And I'd like to share that information along with you if you're having any trouble or doubts. So the node system helps you when it comes to connecting paths so you can use your workers. Your workers are NPCs that you buy in the game or get in the game, and you could use them to go out and farm for you, gather for you, mine for you. So to be able to send them out to those areas, they need to have node connections, or else they'll be stuck in town. There would be no way of them. They actually walk out to the areas. You could actually see them sometimes. If you're in the town and you send out your worker on a task, they may walk right by you in town and you could tell by their family name. It's the same name as yours. And you could also see them on the world map at times too. But whatever. This video isn't mainly about workers, but the next video probably will be, because these two kind of go hand in hand together a lot. But the nodes are also used for other things in the game too. Like one example is transportation wagons. If you're in one town but you don't feel like riding halfway across that area to go to another town to send over some stored goods that you want to store in the other town, you could use the node system and a wagon that you could hire, and they will actually, I call it the UPS of the game, and they actually deliver those storage goods for you at that other town. And the nodes make it where it's just cheaper for them to do so. But you don't need the nodes to do the transportation part, that part of the game, but you do need the nodes to do the workers. Alright, so now that that's over with, let's open up our map by hitting the M button. The world map is basically what harnesses most of your node information in the game, lets you know what's going on. If we look to the top right, we're going to see the world map filter. And here is all the different icons that you could shut on or off on your map at any given time. So if we hit this one that looks like two arrows going up in the sky, that's going to shut off my nodes, which is also going to shut off the icons of my main cities, the towns, and the camps in the game also, because they're node stations too. If we look just to the bottom of that, they do have some rough guides to get you started, but it doesn't have enough information. You could click on those and go through that walkthrough. To the top left, we're going to see over here, it says 353. 3/53 on mine. That's contribution points that I have. You need contribution points to activate nodes. Each node can take anywhere from, the most I've seen is about 1 to 3 contribution points. I'm not saying that there's none out there that's more expensive, but the ones that I've experienced so far has been 1 to 3 contribution points. So CP points is what I'm going to call them too also in the video. So you need contribution points. Keep that in mind. If you're at 0, you're just going to waste your time actually trying to activate your first node. Now, when it comes to a city, Hadel, for instance, we could see our nodes. You see these fine lines? Those are all the ones that I've activated and connected. So any one you see with the line connecting them is activated. I could use them now. Hadel, in any major city or town, you don't have to speak to the node manager. You just click on it, and it should give you the option from another node of connecting to that town. Again, for those, you don't have to go to a node manager. For all the other ones you do. You actually have to ride there and speak to that node manager. Give them the CP points needed for that, and then it'll connect. But a lot of times, The toughest part I had with the nodes was finding ones that I needed to connect to the one I was at. I couldn't find them all. And I'm like, I thought they all showed up by these icons, but they don't. There's some nodes in the game that they're like undiscovered. They don't show up. They might be a little thing of rocks or boulders or something on your world map, and that's it. But there's nothing to tell you that it's a node. But we will see soon on how you could find that out. And it makes it a lot easier. It makes it a lot more enjoyable once you know. So the main thing I'm going to be doing now for this demonstration is I'm going to be connecting this node right here, the ancient stone chamber. Let me shut that off. The ancient stone chamber. And I want to connect it to this node. But now, I did go to make another video of this earlier, but I don't like it, so whatever. It was too long. None of these icons was here. So, in other words, this spot just looked like something like this to me. Let me see if I could find something. See these rocks right here? Let me zoom in. That's about all it looked like. It looked like that. There was no icons, there was no nothing. So there was no way of really knowing that that was a node. Now, a lot of times when you see these things flashing, most of the times they do end up being a node place. But there's an easier way to find this out. Now, if we go back to where I am, so I'm at this node and I want to tie it to this node. If I click on this node right here that I'm at, it's now, look at the menu to the top left. It's going to say the preceding node needs to be connected before you can invest. So then all you have to do is click on this button right here that says previous node. And now it's going to put a travel path, which is in blue, to show you how to get there. And this big beam of light that's shooting up in the sky, that's showing you where the actual node's located at. Again, normally you would not have where it says forest of seclusion. It would not say that because it'd be undiscovered. But seeing I already discovered it, that's why we're seeing it. So keep that in mind. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our horse. The path's already set up for auto loop, so now I'm just going to hit the T key, and it should automatically take us to that undiscovered node. Okay, we're almost there. And like I said, these nodes can be in the middle of anywhere. Look, it's all mobs. It's all... You would never think that there was an NPC here. But as we get closer, there he is, the node manager. Now I gotta hope that my horse isn't going to get attacked while I'm doing this. So let's see. Let's get off of him. And the node manager is actually a tree. Now we talk to him. Click on node management. And now you're going to see what type of node it is. What kind of farming it has. It has maple timbers. It has copper ore. So we can mine here what our work is. We could get lumber here to make boats or whatnot in the game. What our work is. And right up to the top left is the contribution points that we have to invest to activate this node. So now we're just going to click on that. It also has this option too if you change your mind later on and you want to withdraw from this node, you can. And it's going to give you back your CP points. All right? So keep that in mind. Down here is invest energy. I'm not going to really get into this. There's a lot of bickering about this, and a lot of people say it's just a waste of energy. You don't really need it. Others say it does up the loot you get, the success rate. I don't really know. I haven't really done it too much. So we're just going to skip that. That's why this is a basic walkthrough. Now we're going to zoom out and we're going to see our connecting line now. Now we're connected from the Bandit's Den to the forest to this farm to West Guard Camp, Western Gateway, and the only ones we're missing now, if we wanted to go up north more, is this one going to this node, the river mouth. And you do it the same way I just showed you. And that's basically how you connect nodes in Black Desert Online. So until then, folks, thanks again for watching. You have a great day. If I missed something, or comment down below. Subscribe up, and I'll be making more coverage on Black Desert Online. The next one will probably be getting more detailed into the worker system, because it kind of goes hand in hand with this. So have a great day. Bye-bye.